Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dennis coming at you. And guess what? I'm back home, so this is kind of my post-discharged hospital stay thing that I had going on for the past 2 weeks. But first and foremost, big thanks and shout out to everybody who sent out their well wishes, their blessings, their prayers, who came and spent their time with me, and making that sacrifice to just kind of help me feel better. So, just to catch up, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital with Pseudomonas and 2 different bacterial infections. One was staph, and I forget the other one. Spent 2 weeks there, got my O2 levels back up, and everything seems to be going good, so they let me go on Friday. So I've been home since then. Today is Monday, and right now I'm just doing at-home IVs and my PICC line. All the CFers know about that. And it's pretty standard, pretty routine. Although the hospital stay was a little bit more severe than most times, just because, you know, I'll stay accountable and say it was my fault that it was so severe this time, because it was a routine thing that happens. Our lungs grow Pseudomonas, at least mine do. It does take time, but once you have it, it's kind of there, and it doesn't really ever go away. So it just constantly stays there, and depending on how well you take care of yourself, it will grow bacteria, but I guess not as a severe or rapid rate where you constantly get staph infections or pneumonia. I mean, the I guess reality of the situation is that it happens. It's gonna happen, whether or not I'm healthy, whether or not I'm sick. But I guess this time it was more severe to the case and point that I had to go into the emergency room, gasping for air. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, every body part hurt. I didn't eat for probably 2 weeks just because I had no appetite. I was just in really, really bad shape. And that's because of me. That's because I didn't do what I needed to do to better myself and my health. And, at some point it's scary, because for me, it really became a point of not even noticing or seeing the red flags that I was getting that bad. Sometimes feeling bad just becomes the normal. And for me, it became hard to differentiate whether or not I was just feeling bad and crappy because of CF, and I was used to it, or, that, I was really sick, and it turned out I was pretty sick. But through the grace of God and the love and support of the community and my friends and family, we made it through. Of course, big shout out to the doctors and nurses and everybody who spent their time tending to me and making sure I needed to be where I was. And they did an excellent job. So I'm in good hand, guys. I'm at home. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm staying on routine. Teaching myself how to eat again. It is very hard. But thanks to the medication they had me on, I am always hungry. So that's awesome. So now it's just getting back to the basics. Clean diet, eating, meds, chest percussions, getting up and moving, even if it's something as minimal as checking the mail or doing something, getting some kind of physical activity throughout the day. These are the things that we need to do step by step to make sure that we are the best us we can be until CF decides to tell us otherwise. But I apologize for all those people out there who really, really worried themselves this time. And I apologize, because it feels like, even though to me this was a routine thing, maintenance, tune up, yes, it was a little bit more severe. It could have been a lot worse if I didn't go. But I'm sorry because I wasn't doing what I needed to do. I wasn't staying accountable to myself and to my health and to my routine that I need to do in order to be the best healthy me I can be. And I do apologize to my parents, my family, my sisters, my wife, all our friends, and everybody else out there who's struggling to stay healthy. I apologize because I feel like I let you down as well, because some people who actually do every single thing they can to make sure that they are as healthy as long as they can be aren't as fortunate, and I'm at fault for taking mine for granted and getting lazy and getting complacent and getting comfortable and not seeing the red flags or ignoring the warning signs and disregarding, the advice and, comments of others because I don't want to, either A, I don't want to hear it, or B, I just choose not to believe it. But when you have, the same people every day telling you, who see you every single day, telling you, are you okay? You're getting really, really thin. You sound like you're winded. Are you okay? Yeah, it gets annoying and you don't constantly want to hear it, but when you do hear it constantly, it should tell you something. Because then when you're healthy and you look good and you have your weight up and your colors in your skin and, you're not huffing and puffing or using an inhaler just to get up and down the street, people don't tend to say, hey man, are you okay? They say, you look good, you're looking healthy, I'm glad you look a lot better. These are things that we want to hear, but instead, when we hear the bad things, we just become defensive and tune them out. And I think I did that too many times, and I took my health for granted, and I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. But I am doing my best, and I have made a promise to so many people. So it's time to make a promise to myself that I can't do this again, guys. I'm getting to that age to where you can't have any more mistakes. You can't get complacent. You can't get up in arms and defensive and shut people out and ignore. I just can't do it anymore. And I have so much more to lose in my life than I did, when I was 18 or, even before I got married. I mean, I have so much more to lose. And the only way that I can keep those things if I'm here, and the only way I'm going to be here, is if I start taking myself, my disease, my treatment, and all the things that come with it. If I take accountability for it and stay on top of it, that's the only way I know how to stay better and stay healthy and stay ahead of the curve. We don't know when our next hospital stay is going to be. We don't know how bad it's going to be. We don't know if that's going to be our last hospital stay. You never know with CF. CF is a invisible disease that chooses to attack whenever it wants. It's a progressional disease. It's a chronic illness. And in some cases, it's a terminal illness. It's a scary thought because you don't know when, you don't know how, you don't know where, you don't know why. But when CF decides to come and show itself, 9 times out of 10, it wins. But I believe that that's only part of it, guys. Yes, that is a reality, but the other reality of the situation is you're still alive. You're still you. You're still the only you that there is. So make it the best. Do whatever you can while you can. Make the best out of every situation. Don't take for granted the little things. because it's the little things that count. And again, guys, this video is just to let you know that I'm home, I'm doing good, or I'm doing better. I'm not home free yet, but I'm doing better. I feel better mentally, spiritually, physically. And I want to share that with everybody. So I hope whoever's watching this video, just know that I apologize, that I'm trying, and that no matter what happens, guys, I'm going to keep breathing. And I hope you do too. Peace.